The scope and applicability of PCI DSS refer to the range of systems, processes, and entities that must comply with the payment card industry data security standard. Understanding the scope is crucial for organizations to identify the areas within their environment that need to be assessed and secured to meet compliance requirements. The scope of PCI DSS can vary based on the type of organization and the nature of their payment card processing activities. Here are some key points regarding scope and applicability. 1. Merchant level. The PCI DSS requirements are categorized based on the number of payment card transactions a merchant processes annually. There are 4 merchant levels, and the requirements become more stringent as the transaction volume increases. Level 1 merchants process the highest number of transactions and have the strictest compliance requirements. 2. Service providers. Organizations that provide services related to payment card processing, such as payment gateways, hosting providers, and managed service providers, are also within the scope of PCI DSS compliance. Service providers must comply with specific requirements as outlined in their agreements with the card brands and the PCI DSS. 3. Cardholder data environment, CDE. The CDE is the portion of an organization's network and systems that directly handle, transmit, or store cardholder data. This environment is the primary focus of PCI DSS compliance assessments and security measures. 4. Third-party connections. Organizations may have connections with third-party entities that process or handle payment card data on their behalf. These connections, such as cloud service providers or payment processors, can introduce additional compliance considerations and responsibilities. 5. Cardholder data flow. Understanding the flow of cardholder data within an organization's systems is essential to identify all relevant areas that fall under PCI DSS scope. This includes data storage, transmission, processing, and any potential points of exposure. 6. Payment channels. The compliance requirements may differ based on the payment channels utilized by an organization, such as brick-and-mortar stores, e-commerce websites, mobile applications, or telephone orders. 7. Network segmentation. Proper network segmentation is an essential factor in reducing the scope of PCI DSS compliance. By isolating the cardholder data environment from other parts of the network, organizations can limit the number of systems that require compliance assessment. It is important for organizations to conduct a thorough assessment of their environment to determine the exact scope of PCI DSS compliance. This assessment involves identifying all systems, processes, and entities involved in payment card processing and understanding how cardholder data flows within the organization. Based on this assessment, organizations can implement the necessary security measures and controls to achieve and maintain compliance with PCI DSS requirements. Additionally, maintaining an up-to-date inventory of systems and data flows is essential, as changes in the environment can impact the scope of compliance.